So can anybody unmute and say what is the last class we discussed actually? I remember that we are discussing about power and calculating the RMS value of the power. So for lecture 7 today. So meanwhile, if a couple of minutes will take uh, so that the remaining persons also are joining the classroom. Meanwhile, if you have doubts there, please uh, ask any question from the previous classes, your assignments, whatever it is. What about the others? Slowly they are joining. What is the actual time actually? Is that 11:10 or 11:20? I remember that it is 11:10. Even I am 2 or 3 minutes late today. What is the time actually for the third hour? There should be it should be 11:10 actually. Okay, up to 11. Okay, 11:20. Is that right? 11:10. Okay, fine. So it is already late, no? Still people are taking their own time to come there and join. So today it was again a class on classifications of signals, particularly dealing with energy-based signals. And if I am completing it as early as possible, if time is there, I will go for the second and next lecture, lecture 8. Okay, we will see how far it is possible. Hmm? So I think I have to wind up the session by 11. I mean by 12 actually. Is that right? So I have another uh, possibly 50 minutes, but it is already 11:20 near, right? So I will start the session. Let them join. Maybe little late if they are joining. Let them ask questions if you are not understanding actually. So the first problem already we know what is how energy is calculated. Energy is equal to if it is a continuous time system. How do you post your energy formula? Your formula is E is equal to okay. E is equal to integral integral x of t the whole square into dt. Is that right? You can see that here. So limit t tends to infinity between the limits. Limit t tends to infinity between the limits. Okay, x of t the whole square into dt. So that is the formula for energy. So they are asking to sketch the following signal and calculate their energy. Okay, so this is your signal. So obviously this is an exponentially decreasing curve. So it starts at t is equal to 0, and if t is equal to infinity, it reaches 0. Okay, it's exponential curve, and u of t makes this signal as a causal signal. Okay, so only right hand side you will have a signal, left hand side there will not be any signal actually. So your curve looks like this. You can see that. So this is e power minus 10t. Obviously the diagram will be looking little different. It is not exactly same as what is there available. You can see that this is your curve, x-axis and y-axis, and probably your curve will start at okay 1 because it is e power minus 10, okay, minus 10t. When t is equal to 0, okay, it will be, when you put t is equal to 0, it is e power 0, e power 0 is 1. So the curve goes down, and it will try to reach your 0 at t is equal to infinity. Okay, at t tends to infinity, it will try to reach your 0 value. Okay, that is how it is going to be. And it will have some value in negative side also. Since your curve is u of t is multiplied, and you know u of t is only available for your positive side. Okay, your positive side only u of t is available. So negative side you will not have any signal. It is made 0. So you have this curve actually. Okay, right. So we will go for the presentation. So the value is from minus t to plus t. Since it is u of t, your limit changes from 0 to t. So it is e power minus 10t the whole square. So the 2 comes inside, it is going to be e power minus 20t. If you integrate e power minus 20t, it is going to be e power minus 20t divided by minus 20. And the limit varies from t to 0. If you substitute t e power minus 20 capital T, I think I can take it and I can solve it, so that the first problem is simple for you. So it is limit t tends to infinity, integral minus t to plus t, okay, x of t the whole squared into dt. Is it okay? So this is your E, energy. Okay, now the problem is provided like is limit, okay, t tends to infinity, because your signal x of t is what? X of t is equal to e power minus 10t into u of t. And you know this u of t is having a time limit from 0 to infinity. Minus infinity it will not have a value. Okay, so your limit changes from 0 to t instead of minus t to t. So I replace this e power, okay, minus 10t, okay, 10t the whole square into dt. Now how it is looking like? How it will change actually? How it will change? This will be equal to, okay, then again this limit t tends to t infinity comes there, t tends to infinity will be there. Okay, this 2 comes inside. If I integrate it, what I will get? I will get e power, this 2 comes inside, so it is going to be e power minus 20t divided by minus 20. Between the limits, t to upper limit is t and lower limit is 0. So again, okay, after this, what happens? After this, what happens? This limit, okay, t tends to infinity, you will carry as it is. Now I substitute the upper limit and lower limit, so I will get e power minus 20 capital T minus e power 0 divided by minus 20. Okay. What is e power 0? E power 0 becomes 1. If you substitute t is equal to infinity, it will become e power minus infinity. E power minus infinity is 0. So I will get e power 0 alone, 1 minus 1 by minus 120. So I will get it like 1 divided by 20. So this is my e value. That is there available in your. Is that okay? Is that okay? Yes or no in the chat box? Yes or no in the chat box, please, so that I will understand that whether you understood or not. Or if you have any issue in any step, please tell me which step you are not understanding. In the chat box, please respond in the chat box. If you want to want me to repeat it again, please make it as R so that I will repeat it again. Or if you have specific doubts in the particular step, you kindly unmute and say which is the step I have to explain you. Then I will explain that particular step. Anybody? I want everybody to respond. Who wants to? Okay, Hasina, which step you are understanding? You are not understanding. You can unmute and answer, Hasina. Which step you doesn't understand? Hasina, are you there? What happened to her? Yeah, Hasina. Hasina, which step you are not understanding? You want me to repeat it again? So, any specific step you want, you are having an issue, or I have to repeat it, everything? The entire problem, you want me to repeat it again, or you are having specific doubt in a particular step? Hasina, are you there actually? That is what I am asking. Repeat it again in the sense, the entire problem you want me to repeat again? Or any particular step you want me to repeat it again? Okay, entire problem. So I take it as entire problem. So this is your problem, x of t is equal to e power minus 10t into u of t. Okay, this u of t is unit step function. This unit step function, I think I can show that where I have written. This unit step function exists only between 0 to infinity. That is in your right hand side, positive side, not on the negative side. So my energy formula integration limit changes from minus t to plus t to 0 to t because of this u of t. Is it okay now? First step. NS in the chat box so that I can proceed. This u of t is a step signal which is only defined for positive side, which is from 0 to infinity. So the negative limit is vanishing. Okay, so you are having only a limit from 0 to t. Is that okay? So my system has been okay. My signal is again posted here. Instead of x of t, I am substituting e power minus 10t into u of t. The value of u of t is going to be 1. So only e power minus 10t is there. So e power minus 10t is posted, which is squared. If it is squared in the sense, you multiply that to the power. So it becomes e power minus 20t. If you integrate it within the limit 0 to t, it is going to be e power minus 20t divided by minus 20. The upper limit is t and the lower limit is 0. Replace small t with, the small t is replaced with capital T and 0. Small t is replaced with capital T and 0. So you will get it like limit t tends to infinity as it is e power minus 20 capital T minus e power 0 divided by minus 20. Okay, now you substitute t tends to infinity. Instead of capital T, you replace t to t equal to infinity. So you will get e power minus infinity, which is equal to 0, first limit. The second is going to be e power 0. E power 0 is 1. Okay, this one becomes 0. And this is going to be 1. So minus 1 divided by minus 20, which gives you 1 by 20. So the energy value is going to be a finite value and its value is going to be 1 by 20. Okay, I think you are satisfied, right? Anybody have still doubts? Okay, right. So I go for the second sketch the following signal and calculate their energy. You can see this is my second problem. U of t is equal to u of t minus u of t minus 15. Okay, what is u of t? U of t will be looking like this. This is u of t. It goes on. And what about u of t minus 15? It is a shifted version of u of t. So this is 0, this is 0, and and this is 15. The value here is going to be 1, here also 1. So if you subtract these two, how your diagram looks like? How your diagram looks like? So you will have a value between 0 to 15. 0 to 15 you will have some value. After 15, this is also 1, this is also 1. If you subtract them, it will become 0. Okay, I will go for a single step, okay, so that you will understand it with little more. When t equal to 0, it is discontinuous, so I doesn't want to go for it again. So I will go for t is equal to 1. When you substitute t is equal to 1, it is going to be u of 1 minus u of minus 14. U of minus 14 is 0, and u of 1 is going to be 1. So you are having a 1 value here. You are having 1 value. At t is equal to 15, what happens? This is 15 and this is u of 0. So obviously you will get 0 there, discontinuous there. So this is your signal for, okay, the given x of t is this signal, which gives you that a value exists for your integration between 0 to 15. Instead of minus t to t, now your value exists between 0 to 15. Okay, and the value is 1. So I will put 1, okay, x squared. Okay, x squared is 1 squared into dt. This is your E is equal to limit t tends to infinity, integration 0 to 15, 1 square dt, which is dt. So what is that you will get? It is going to be, okay, t between the limits 15 to 0, which is equal to 15. So the energy value is going to be 15. Is that okay? Are you clear with the problem? This u of t minus 15 will look like the figure 1.89, which gives you the limit of the integration from minus t to plus t. 0 to 15 மாத்திடும். So it is the value of u of t minus u of t 15 between the limits 0 to 15 is going to be 1. So instead of x of t, I substitute 1, which becomes 1 squared into dt. Okay, dt integrate panna, you will get t between the limits 15 and 0. If you substitute, instead of small t, you substitute 15 and 0, you will get the value as 15. And yes or no in the chat box. Are you clear with this problem? A very simple problem. Yes or no in the chat box, please, so that I know that whether you are following or not. Make it fast because little more problems are there. Out of 22, only 2 are coming out with a response. Only a few. I want everybody to respond. Then only I can proceed. Okay. Right. Sketch the following signals and calculate their energies. So this is what this is again a very useful problem where you can little work on it, because we have 3 different signals: cos 10 pi t, u of t, and u of 2 minus t. These are the signals which is there. They are multiplying. They are having a product actually. So you know what is u of t. What is u of t? U of t is a step signal, okay, which exists between 0 to infinity. That is in the positive side, and the value of u of t is going to be 1. What is u of 2 minus t? U of 2 minus t is an folded and shifted function. Okay, this will be multiplied with u of t first. Then that is going to be multiplied with your cos 10 pi t. So you will get a cosine form finally. Okay, because all the values u of t or u of 2 minus t will have only the magnitude to be 1, because u of t is always going to be 1. U of 2 minus t is also having the magnitude to be 1. Only the thing is what you have to watch. What is the time limit? Okay, what is small t? Variation from minus infinity to plus infinity. How it is going to vary? So the next slide will give you the entire idea of that problem. First figure, is that right? This is how you have to represent your u of t. Yes or no? Okay, this is the first figure will give you what is u of t is. Then the second figure is giving you what is u of 2 minus t. What is u of 2 minus t? You first find what is u of minus t. So it is folding everything, okay, folding the entire signal, and it will be there in the negative side. Okay, I will just again go for it, so that it is very easy for you to follow. So this is your u of t, let us say, okay, this is your u of t, let us say, this is u of t. What is u of minus t? Okay, u of minus t, I will draw it using using green, the same diagram. Okay, this is u of minus t. I think I can go for a straight line. This is u of minus t. The thing which is available in only green, the red you have to forget. So this is going to be u of minus t, the green thing. Okay. Now what you are getting, u of 2 minus t. What is u of 2 minus t? Or this u of 2 minus t can be written as, how can you write this u of 2 minus t? You can write it like u of minus t plus 2, u of minus t plus 2. Okay, both the things are same. So what happens now? Now this this particular okay, this moves. I will overlap this, and this is 2. So this blue color is your u of 2 minus t. Okay, this blue color is your u of 2 minus t. Shifting operation done for minus t, u of minus t. And the value of the magnitude of that curve is going to be 1, because u of t is always 1. So now this is going to be multiplied. You can see that this is u of 2 minus t. This will be multiplied with u of t. So what happens? Negative side you are not having value for u of t. So the negative side of u of 2 minus t vanishes, and only the positive side exists. Okay, like in the third diagram. You can see that in the third diagram. Okay, the third diagram you can see it is u of t into u of 2 minus t. Is that right? Is that okay? Because negative side of u of t is 0. If you multiply that with your u of 2 minus t, negative 0 into 0, 0 into anything becomes 0. Positive side exists here. Here also positive side exists here. So if you multiply these two up to 2, you are having some value. That is, value is 1. Are you clear with this particular diagram? The third diagram? Yes or no in the chat box, please? Great, great. Now you are supposed to multiply your cos 10t. Okay, now you are going to multiply cos 10t with this particular graph, u of t into u of 2 minus t. That is your problem, cos 10 pi t into u of t minus into u of 2 minus t. If you multiply, the signal exists only between the limit 0 to 2. Whatever comes after 2 will be 0, because whatever the cos value is going to be there after 2, if you multiply this with u of t into u of 2 minus t, where the value of this signal is 0 after 2, the signal is restricted. Cos 10 pi t is restricted up to 2. And if you see that now the frequency of the signal is only 2, instead of cos 10 pi t, it is changed as cos 2 pi t. Is it okay? Now look at that. It is cos 10 pi t. It is converted into cos 2 pi t. And the reason for the conversion is been explained. Is that okay for you? நான் சொல்றது புரிஞ்சுதா? இப்போ 0 to 2 வரைக்கும் தான் உனக்கு u of t, u of 2 minus t வேல்யூ இருக்கு. அத cos 10 pi tங்கிற கிராஃபோட மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணும்போது அதோட frequency 10 pi t இருந்தது. அப்போ அதை மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணும்போது 0 to 2 வரைக்கும் தான் அது எக்ஸிஸ்ட் ஆகும். அப்படி எக்ஸிஸ்ட் ஆகும்போது இதோட frequency பாரு, இப்ப நாலாவது கிராஃபோட frequency பாரு. இப்போ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பீக் இங்க இருக்கு, 1ங்கிற வேல்யூ y ஆக்சிஸ்ல இருக்கு. அதுக்கப்புறம் இது ஒரு சைக்கிள், அதுக்கப்புறம் ரெண்டாவது சைக்கிள், அப்புறம் 2 சைக்கிள் தான் இருக்கு. அப்போ அவருடைய frequency மாறிடுச்சு, 10 pi t ல இருந்து 2 pi t மாறிடுச்சு. அதனாலதான் இந்த சிக்னல், fourth signal is termed as cos 2 pi t u of t into u of 2 minus t. Is that okay? Instead of 10 pi t, why you put 2 pi t? I have explained you. Yes or no? Are you clear with that? Yes or no? In the chat box, please. So instead of 10 pi t, you are getting a value, what you call it as 2 pi t, because the frequency is varying, right? Now this is your curve. This curve has to be substituted in your energy formula, and you are supposed to work on it. So what happens here? You can see that the period of the signal is cos 2 pi 2 is 2 pi by omega naught. Omega naught is 2 pi, so you are getting a time period to be 1. Now you have to replace that cos 2 pi t is the value. So if you square it, you will get cos square 2 pi t. Already you know what you have, and the limit exists between 0 to t. 0 to t. So now it is going to be 2, because that period varies from 0 to 2 only. Okay. So 0 to 2 is there, cos squared. This cos squared theta can be written as 1 plus cos 2 theta divided by 2. So using that formula, I get 1 plus cos 2 into 2 pi t will give you 4 pi t divided by 2. I take it outside, 1 by 2 is there. Now this second term will become 0. Already we have seen that in your past class in power basis. Cos 4 pi t, this when integrated will give you for a total limit, it will give you 0 there. So the only point which is available here is 1 into dt. So if you integrate it, you will get a t there between the limits 0 and 2. So you will get 2. So 2 gets cancelled. So you will get 1 joule. Is that okay? Is that okay? It's a very simple problem which we have worked it in the power based calculations in the previous class. Okay, is that understandable? Is that understandable? Please tell me. Okay, I can work on it if you want. I post it here. So how this comes actually, that we will see. So I will take this one. This is after this how you get this one. So after this, what happens? You will get a 1 by 2. You will have a 1 by 2, and you can have a 2 limit 0 to 2, 0 to 2 dt. Okay, dt plus 0 to 2, 0 to 2 into cos 4 pi t, cos 4 pi t into dt, cos 4 pi t into dt. This second term, okay, this term becomes 0. We have already seen what is the reason. So what is remaining? It is 1 by 2 between the limits, okay, t into, okay, between the limits 2 and 0. So you replace t with 2, you will get 1 by 2 into 2, which will give you 1 joule. So which is available here, 1 joule. Is that okay? Yes or no in the chat box, please. Great. Exactly. Okay, right. So I will go to the next. This is the problem which you can take it out and you can work on it in your homework, right? This is the energy-based calculation. Now let me go to the next lecture. Before that, if you have doubts, please ask me. Number 8. If you have doubts, please ask me. Yes. Any doubts there? Yes or no? Any doubts there? If you have a doubt, please post an yes and say what is the doubt. If you have no doubts, please make it as a no. And energy or power signal. Yes. Yes or no, please, in the chat box. If you have doubts, please post yes or a no in the chat box. No response is coming out, so I take it as granted. Okay, so everything what we discussed, yes, only one girl has responded. So, Okay, everybody got some idea about energy and power, and I have given some homework problems also. You kindly go through that. All the homework problem based keys also already have posted, so you can see that also, right? The next lecture we will be dealing with what we call it as causal signal or not, whether the signal is a causal signal or not. The definition, what is the definition for a causal signal? Okay, what is the definition for a causal signal? The causal signal is defined as any signal which is represented or which is being defined only for the positive samples. Only for the positive samples, if the signal is defined, then you call that signal as a causal signal. If it is also defined for negative samples, then you call that as a non-causal signal. Okay. Now I am going to. We have four problems. I don't know how many of you are aware of what is sync T. Okay, we will leave that. We have three problems which already we know that. Now, based on the definition of causal, now I am going to ask for the first question whether this signal is a causal signal or not. Because I have told you any signal which is defined only for positive side, then you call that signal as a causal signal. If it is defined for negative also, it is called as a non-causal signal. Now tell me whether first signal is a causal signal or not. Causal in the sense, put a C there. Non-causal in the sense, you put NC in the chat box. First. Bausia, no in the sense, okay, it's the previous one. Yeah. It's a non-causal signal. Okay. We will see why. Okay, again Hasina is also saying it is non-causal. Okay. What about the others? Palakabola, no idea. NI. அடிக்கடி யூஸ் பண்ற வார்த்தை. No idea. Selective amnesia. Okay. Now I will ask these two girls. Okay, which made you define that this is a non-causal signal? Either of you, Bausia or Hasina. You can unmute and say, because it will reduce the time in typing and all. Little faster, because it's very simple actually. Yes. How do you say it is a non-causal signal? Unmute yourself and answer. Any of you, either Bausia or Hasina, both. Any of you can answer, because yes, please, yeah.
It's positive too, sir.
Yeah, it is defined only for positive, U of t. So what? So it is a causal or a non-causal? Okay, she has a problem. What about Bausia? Yes? Okay, let me take the privilege of answering that question. I have given you the opportunity, people are not utilizing it, right? Anyway, she has tried actually, but the answer is it is going to be causal, because we will see that the problem is x of t is equal to e power at into u of t. Okay, e power at into u of t. We don't know what is a, okay, but t varies from minus infinity to plus infinity. That we know, right? But what is u of t? U of t is a unit step signal which is defined only for the positive side. Is that right or not? It is defined only between 0 to infinity. The value is going to be 1, and which is defined between 0 to infinity. So this entire signal, the t value varies from 0 to infinity only. So your signal will be varying from 0 to infinity, which is positive side. Okay, this is positive side. Because of this u of t. Because of this u of t, it is varying from 0 to infinity only for the positive side. It is not there in the negative side. Am I right or not? This signal is not available in the negative side, because u of t is defined only for 0 to infinity, the positive side. So what is the definition for a causal signal? A causal signal will be defined only for signals which is defined only for positive side. So now I give you the opportunity to say the answer whether this signal is a causal signal or not to the entire class. Why this much delay is there? நான் சொல்றது புரியலையா உங்களுக்கு? யாராவது அன்மியூட் பண்ணி சொல்லுங்க. உங்களுக்கு புரியலன்னா தயவு செய்து சொல்லுங்க. ஏன்னா அமைதியா இருந்தீங்கன்னா எனக்கு தெரியாது. எஸ், திருப்பி சொல்லணுமா? எனிபடி? அமைதியாவே இருந்தீங்கன்னா நான் எப்படி எடுத்துக்கிறது? உங்களுக்கு புரிஞ்சிருச்சுன்னு எடுத்துக்கிறதா, புரியலன்னு எடுத்துக்கிறதா? காசலுக்கு டெஃபினிஷன் நான் தெளிவா சொல்லிட்டேன். காசல் சிக்னல்ங்கிறது என்ன? சிக்னலு பாசிட்டிவ் சைடு மட்டும் டிஃபைன் பண்ணியிருந்ததுன்னா அது வந்து காசல் சிக்னலு. நெகட்டிவ் சைடும் டிஃபைன் ஆயிருந்ததுன்னா அது வந்து நான் காசல் சிக்னல். ஓகே, இப்போ யூ ஆஃப் டிங்கிறது காசலா நான் காசலா? முதல் கேள்வி, என்னுடைய கேள்வி. யூ ஆஃப் டிங்கிறது காசலா நான் காசலா? இட் இஸ் அ காசல் சிக்னல். கரெக்ட், வெரி குட். இப்போ அந்த சிக்னலை நான் இ பவர் ஏடியோட நான் மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணிட்டேன்னா ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா என்ன ஆயிடும்? என்டையர் சிக்னலுமே எதுல டிஃபைன் ஆயிருக்கும்? பாசிட்டிவ் சைடு டிஃபைன் ஆயிருக்குமா, நெகட்டிவ் சைடா? பிளஸ் ஆர் மைனஸ்? பிளஸ்ல தான் டிஃபைன் ஆயிருக்கும், நெகட்டிவ் சைடு இருக்காது. அப்போ இப்ப சொல்லுங்க, எக்ஸ் ஆஃப் டி காசலா நான் காசலா? அப்போ இவ்வளவு நேரம் இருக்கு, புரிஞ்சுதா? ஓகே, இப்ப புரிஞ்சிருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன், அப்படிதானே? புரிஞ்ச மாதிரி இருக்கு. இந்த ப்ராப்ளம் கொஞ்சம் புரிஞ்ச மாதிரி இருக்கு. ஆன்சர் கொஞ்சம் வேகமா வந்துருச்சு. அடுத்த ப்ராப்ளம் பார்ப்போம். You can see that since the signal is x of 1 is causal because x1 of t is 0 for t less than 0. அதான சொன்னேன், நெகட்டிவ் சைடு டிஃபைன் ஆகல, அதனால காசல். சரியா? ரைட். செகண்ட் ப்ராப்ளம் என்ன? e பவர் மைனஸ் சார், அப்போ ஒன்லி இன் பாசிட்டிவ் சைடுனா அதுதான் நான் சொன்னேன். பாசிட்டிவ் சைடுல மட்டும் இருந்தா மட்டும்தான் அதுக்கு பேர் காசல். நெகட்டிவ் சைடும் சேர்ந்து இருந்தது, இல்ல நெகட்டிவ் சைடு மட்டும் டிஃபைன் ஆயிருக்கு அப்படின்னா அதுக்கு பேர் நான் காசல். பாசிட்டிவ் சைடு மட்டும் டிஃபைன் பண்ணியிருந்தா அதுக்கு பேர் காசல். நெகட்டிவ் சைடு இல்லைன்னா நெகட்டிவ் அண்ட் பாசிட்டிவ் ரெண்டுமே டிஃபைன் ஆயிருந்தாலும் அது நான் காசல். ஐ திங்க் ஹசீனா காட் யுவர் பாயிண்ட். ஓகே, ரைட். ஸோ செகண்ட் ப்ராப்ளம் நான் இப்போ உங்ககிட்டே விட்டுறேன். செகண்ட் ப்ராப்ளம் காசலா நான் காசலா? உங்க பாஷையில சொல்றது புரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டேன், பிஸ்தா அப்படின்னு சொல்றீங்க இல்லையா உங்க பீம்ஸ்ல, அது மாதிரி புரிஞ்சவங்க சொல்லுங்க பார்ப்போம். பூர்ணிகா ப்ரூவ் பண்ணிருச்சு. ஓகே, எதனால நான் காசல்னு சொல்றீங்க? சம்பத் ஏதோ போட்டிருக்காங்க நெகட்டிவ். ஓகே, எது நெகட்டிவ்? அன்மியூட் பண்ணி பேசுங்கப்பா, அப்பதான் எனக்கும் கொஞ்சம் இன்டராக்ட் பண்ண மாதிரி இருக்கு. யா, பூர்ணிகா இஸ் கரெக்ட். u of minus tங்கிறது எங்க இருக்கும்? நெகட்டிவ் சைடு டிஃபைன் ஆயிருக்கு. எஸ், பௌசியா, ஜெனிதா, எக்ஸ், கரெக்ட், குட் எவ்ரிபடி. ஸோ u of minus t is a non-causal signal. அவ்வளவுதான், வெரி சிம்பிள். u of minus t is a non-causal signal. Because it is non-causal, when it is multiplied with u of minus 2t, okay, it is going to be entire signal is going to be a non-causal signal. Correct. You can see x2 of t is not equal to 0 for t less than 0. அப்ப என்ன அர்த்தம்? t less than 0ல இது வந்து டிஃபைன்டு. அப்ப நெகட்டிவ் சைடு டிஃபைன் ஆயிருக்கிறதுனால this particular x2 of t will become a non-causal problem. Is that okay? Right. The third one, what is the third question? x3 of t is equal to sin t. Sin t நிறைய பேருக்கு தெரியறது வாய்ப்பு இல்ல. This is sin t. ஸோ இதில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா உனக்கு டயக்ராம்ல இருந்து தெரிஞ்சிருச்சு, நெகட்டிவ் சைடும் இது டிஃபைன் ஆயிருக்கு, பாசிட்டிவ் சைடும் டிஃபைன் ஆயிருக்கு. ஐ திங்க் நவ் ஐ எம் ஆன்சரிங் ஹசீனாஸ் கொஸ்டின். ஓகே, இஃப் இட் இஸ் டிஃபைன்ட் ஒன்லி ஃபார் யுவர் பாசிட்டிவ் அண்ட் நெகட்டிவ் போத், இட் இஸ் நான் காசல். எஸ், கரெக்ட், வெரி குட், வெரி குட். ஐ திங்க் எவ்ரிபடி நவ் காட் த பாயிண்ட். வெரி குட், வெரி குட். நவ் கோ ஃபார் த ஃபோர்த் ப்ராப்ளம். Yes. Now fourth problem. U of n plus 3 minus U of n minus 2. Signal exist ஆகிறத வச்சு சொல்லுங்க. சிக்னல் எதுல இருந்து எது வரைக்கும் எக்ஸிஸ்ட் ஆகுது? n plus 3 னா எங்க இருக்கும்? n minus 2 னா எங்க இருக்கும்? இதுக்கு நடுவுல தான் இருக்கு சிக்னல். Yes, Sampath. Very good, Sampath. Yes, it is correct. Yes, it is non-causal. Why? Because the signal exists from 3 to 2. Minus 3 ல இருந்து 2 வரைக்கும் எக்ஸிஸ்ட் ஆயிருக்கும். U of n plus 3 minus U of n minus 2ங்கிறது. அப்ப லிமிட் வந்து minus 3 ல இருந்து plus 2 வரைக்கும் இருக்கு. அப்ப நெகட்டிவ் சைடும் அது டிஃபைன் ஆயிருக்கு. அப்போ that is called as a non-causal signal. I think you will get it. Yes. U of n plus 3 மேல இருக்கு, U of n minus 2 கீழ இருக்கு. அடுத்து இது ரெண்டையும் நான் சப்ஸ்ட்ராக்ட் பண்ணனா எனக்கு கீழ வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா third diagram it exists between minus 3 to okay 0 include பண்ணோம்னா it is between 3 to 1 actually. Okay, now you can see that it exists actually in negative side also. It is a non-causal. Yeah, positive and negative. Yes, exactly, Sampath. Yes, correct. Okay, this is again a homework problem. You can take it and work on it. But you can say the answer. What about the first question, whether it is causal or non-causal? U of n plus 2 is there. Yes. First problem, whether it is causal or non-causal. Oh my God, இவ்வளவு நேரம் இருப்பீங்களா? நெட்வொர்க் ப்ராப்ளமா? தெரியல. Only one goal has replied. Yeah, Purnika, you are correct. You are having n plus 2 there. U of n plus 2, because it starts from minus 2, it is defined for negative side also, so it is a non-causal signal. Okay, this even and odd and all you can work on it. Okay, so I think I have completed this causal part also. Now what is the time? Still I have time there, so I think I can stop up to this. I have described two different lectures, one with energy based classification and the second one is causal based. I think everybody had noted down the reference between causal and non-causal, how to calculate energy signal and all. Okay, so with this the first half is over. That is signals part, classification and problems based on signals is over. Okay, already we have described what is power, energy, periodic, aperiodic, then what is that energy, odd, even, everything we have described. From next lecture I hope we will be starting our system based analysis. Okay, system based analysis. So I think you understand everything which we have discussed. So I will stop my recording now. Probably I can if I will give you 1 or 2 minutes time there. If you want to ask any doubt, you can ask me a doubt. Otherwise we will wind up the class.